Let me take you back to 3 days ago. It's getting close to midnight and my speech is pretty much done. So I type into Google, good speech versus bad speech. Then I watch the introduction of numerous previous chapel speeches on YouTube. All I could think was, I don't like mine anymore. It needs to be better. What if no one listens to it? What if people don't like it? What if people think it's bad? What if I look back on it and I wish I spoke about something else? To sum up my emotions, I was so incredibly worried. Good morning. My name is Ela, and a lot of people tell me how much I have my life together. I mean, I won't lie, I am pretty productive. I start preparing for tests and assignments well before the due date. I always complete homework as soon as it's given to me, and I read over assignments way too many times before submitting. While this is not a bad trait to have, I do all of this because I am so afraid of not being enough. Growing up, my role model was my older brother. To say the least, he has some pretty incredible achievements. But instead of just admiring, I compared. I felt people saw me as just the little sister, and I wanted to prove to myself that I was more than that. So I built this perfect image that I thought I needed to attain in order to feel enough. I looked at those around me and compared their best qualities to my worst. It's especially hard when I'm surrounded by such incredible people. From my high-achieving friends to my successful family, I find it hard to just focus on myself. But I am my own person, so why do I feel like I need to achieve these standards that aren't my own? No one ever tells me or pressures me into being perfect. My dad even jokes that he does not put enough pressure on me. This mindset has led to countless late nights making sure everything is perfect and then laying in bed worrying that I haven't done enough. If you couldn't tell, I worry a lot. I worry about a lot of things, from small mishaps in my day to bigger things like bad marks or rejection. But my biggest worry is what other people think of me. I know for a fact I'm not the only one with this worry. You may be guilty of it as well. So why are we so consumed by thoughts that aren't our own? Why are we constantly searching for validation through others? These are questions that I can't really answer, but like how I am slowly realizing, we should strive to focus on ourselves. Like I was saying before, my most recent worry was whether I should push through with the speech or not. I was so upset that I was not going to be able to present this in the chapel like I always imagined. I wasn't fulfilling this perfect image I had of my accomplishments. I talked to a lot of people about whether I should do this speech at all. My mom asked me, why did you want to do a speech in the first place? My answer was that I always imagined that I would. She told me speeches are meant for the person giving them, so do it for yourself. I realized I was so concerned about what other people would think, I was missing the whole point. This is only a small example of this thought process I have. In almost everything I do, I want to come across as good enough. From how I present myself to what I post on social media to my grades, I feel like I need to be perfect. Well, this is how I feel a lot of the time. Dance is something I do for myself. I find that I never compare myself to others or set extremely high standards. I just do my best for myself, and I never put this heavy, stressful weight. This type of mindset has led to amazing accomplishments, but minus the worrying that I'm going to let myself and other people down. For example, in one competition, I literally came in last place, but I still got applause and was cheered for. No one cared about a numerical placing. My teachers, friends, and parents were still so proud of me. Nothing changed in the way they looked at me. It made me realize I am proud of myself as well. Coming back to the thought of this speech, it was really stressing me out. I even told Dr. Carter that I might not want to do it anymore. So what was it that got me to push through? I promised myself I would be proud of it no matter what. I realized that the people I love will also be proud of whatever it is I have to say, so I shouldn't worry about that. I should be doing the speech for myself, just like how I dance for myself, not to impress anyone or to live up to any expectations. I came across this saying: the only person's opinion you should care about is your 8-year-old self and your 80-year-old self. This 60-second TikTok absolutely blew my mind because it's so true. Regarding my decision to do this speech, I think my shy 8-year-old self would be pretty impressed that I even considered doing it. And I think my 80-year-old self is going to love looking back at this and will find it funny how much it stressed me out. It took me a while to start reaching for this mindset. I know a big part of my message here is to stop being concerned about what other people think of you, but sometimes it does help to know the good things that they think. I've been able to gain confidence because of those who show me kindness. From a passing stranger who may simply compliment me, to my family and friends always supporting me, all these people have helped me believe in myself. So, if you admire something about someone, tell them. You have no idea how much of a difference it may make. If you have not been paying attention and you've made it this far into my speech, please listen to this. To anyone who looks at those around them and picks themselves apart, to anyone scared of failing, and to anyone who can't help but feel they are not enough, I promise you, your 8-year-old self would think you're pretty great. I mean, at least when I was 8, I thought every teenager was really cool. No one is perfect, and you're allowed to make mistakes. If you get a bad mark, don't make that team, don't make it into your dream school. It's okay. Your 80-year-old self is going to look back on that moment you were so distressed about and see how it's simply just a small moment of time in your life. So whenever you feel like you're just not good enough and you are so consumed with what other people are thinking, I'm here to tell you, you are more than enough. Your past and future self are rooting for you, so your present day self needs to start doing the same. Now please rise and sing How Great Thou Art.